Hey everybody, it's Shamika. I wanted to try something new. I wanted to show you guys how to fill out your disaster loan assistance application. This is the $10,000 grant, and grant means you do not have to pay this money back. So this is a $10,000 grant that the Small Business Administration is giving businesses who meet the criteria. All right. So I have some information on what makes you eligible. And I can tell you, if you're asking about credit, that is absolutely going to be one of the things they're going to look at. And they are very vague on what makes you eligible. But what I can tell you is your score will need to be at least a 620. Okay. If you have, of course, another government debt that you owe that is currently reporting, like child support or something like that, I would say that those would definitely be disqualifiers. If you have a lot of medical collections, normally those would show that an individual has issues repaying their debts, and that could make you ineligible. But I would let you know that if you find out that you become ineligible, and that is one of the factors, well, first let me start by saying, if they tell you you are ineligible, they have to tell you why, because they are pulling your credit report. So if they don't tell you, you need to ask why. Then if they tell you why, and you feel it is something that is explainable, I did read in another one of Small Business Administration's loan programs that they do allow you the opportunity to appeal, where you can explain your situation to see if your situation is unique, and that they can, all circumstances aside, still approve you. I haven't seen it done. I have seen other individuals get loans like this through Small Business Administration. I don't have much feedback on how that's going to work out for you, but you never know. All right, so we're going to, of course, go to, this is the web address. You can type that in, the COVID-19 relief.sba.gov, and it'll bring you right here to this page. And you're going to first start off with your entity verification, and you'll see the options that they give you. You can be a business with more than 500 employees. You can also be a sole proprietor. I think this is very important for individuals to know. So this means if you are an individual who has a business, but you have not formed a LLC or a corporation or a nonprofit organization, all you did was get a fictitious name or doing business as name, you can still apply for this grant. I am honestly encouraging every business owner to apply, because you don't know who will get it, and this is money you do not have to pay back. So really, the only thing you're going to lose is a couple minutes of your time for applying for the application. The paper application is only like 2 pages. This isn't that long either. So I advise you to definitely try to get this. You'll see they give you some other things that make you an eligible organization. You can be a nonprofit if you're wondering that as well. And then you move down here to the second half. It's just going to ask you to make sure that you're not one of these entities. So what you cannot be, and let me move this over in case this is, well, I guess I can't move that over. What you cannot be is, you cannot be in any industry that is considered a sexual industry. So if you own a strip club, your escort service, you do anything that's illegal, it has anything to do with gambling or lobbying. Lobbying is not necessarily illegal. For those that don't know what lobbying is, lobbying is usually, lobbying is those individuals that actually go up to the Senate and Congress, and they're trying to get individuals to vote or to see things their company's way, and they actually they give money to the Senate PAC teams and things like that to kind of encourage them to vote or to see things their way. So that's not necessarily illegal, but that's just not something the Small Business Administration is going to pay for. You cannot be in an agricultural type of enterprise, and the reason why is because they have different loans that's for you. And if I'm not mistaken, they're giving out, I don't know, I think it's a $10,000 grant for that as well, but it's a different program. All right, so once you select that, you are, it says the applicant is unable to check all the following, then you can apply. So I'm just going to check all of these, all right, and you will too, saying that you're not any of those. I didn't select anything up here, but let me go to, I'll put sole proprietor just for sake of doing this. Okay, and I'm going to go to continue. All right, and here they're just going to ask you your business information. Okay, so you have to give them your business legal name. So if you are a sole proprietor, your business legal name is going to be that name that you actually, your business legal name could be your name, actually, as a matter of fact, because you did not separate the entity. So you could put your name, or you could put the name that you operate under too. But usually when they say trade name, that's what you could put. So here on the business legal name will be yours. Trade name will be the name of your business. If you're a sole proprietor, you won't have an EIN, so you have to put your social. But for everybody else, EIN, if you don't have one, you can easily go right over to IRS and get it. It's very free. It's free, not very free. It's free to go and get that. And they'll give it to you instantly. And then, of course, here you're just going to select what your entity is. If you're a sole proprietor, you would do that. It's asking you if you're a nonprofit or if you're a franchise. Now, here would it ask you for your gross revenues for 12 months prior. Hopefully, you have some type of tracking system, whether that's Square or you some type of merchant system you use. It could be Cash App, because I know a lot of people do things that way. You can actually just go and find, you can actually select the date range to see what you've made from, January 2019 to December 2019. And that's what you would put in there. And it's asking you for the cost of goods sold, what did it cost you to get your products out. So that could be like, inventory, your expenses. What did you spend? This is asking you here, what's your rental property? What is your rental property's loss? So did you lose anything? Now that you're not working, what's the rent price? Because now we're not working, now that you're not having as much income come in as you normally would have. What is that rent price that you normally would pay that now you cannot? This is for nonprofits only. This is asking you what's the cost of operation for the past year. They're also asking you what's your combined annual. It says combined annual operating expenses for the past 12 months. This is also for nonprofit. If it doesn't apply, I would just put 0. If it doesn't let you go, proceed to the next screen. I'm not going to fill all this out. I'm just walking through this with you. Here, when it says list of secular social services, this is for nonprofit. Compensation from other sources received as a result of the disaster. So this is asking you if you're going to receive any money from anyone else, or if you've already received money, they want you to put that down so that they know that you're getting other aid. It says provide a brief description of other compensation sources. So if you get anything else, they want to know. Primary business address, you guys know what that is. So you can put your address. It says it cannot be a P.O. box. So if you have a P.O. box, don't use it. If you're a sole proprietor and you use your home address, that's okay. You can use that. Your business phone, if you don't have a business phone, it's just your cell phone, you can put that down. If you don't have a business email, you can use your personal email as well. Excuse me, I'm showing all mine. And it's asking the date that the business was established. The business, and it's not here on any of the documents that I have, but another loan program stated that the date of the business had to be, let's see. So for the Paycheck Protection Program, that new other loan that came out, you have to have been a business since, I believe it's February of this year. It doesn't say when the business has to be established here. I will just be cautious if you are. Some people are probably creating businesses just so they can apply for this loan. They probably will look at those dates to see if you are a brand new business, and that may disqualify you. All right. And asking current ownership, that just means, what if you bought the business from somebody else, you transfer, how long has it been under you? If you've been owning it as long as you've started it, then it would be the same amount of time that you put up here that the date the business was established. The business activity, you're just going through a drop down. You're just going to pick what your activity of the business is. And it says detailed business activity. This is just, they want to drill down to know exactly what it is that you do. So of course I have to pick something. So I just say I put business services, and then it gives you some other things to choose from. Okay. And then you would just choose one. And then it's going to ask you for your number of employees. And then you go on to the next page, and that's going to be your, business owner's information. I already went through this application already, but the business owner information is just going to be your personal information, your name, your address, where you live, your email address. Is going to ask you for your social because they are going to pull your credit. And then for any additional information, that gives you the opportunity to upload any documents if they need to request or see anything. It sucks that it doesn't let you proceed, but you probably won't have any additional information. You can always email if there's something else required to be sent. And of course, they will email you if you do not have everything in that you need. And then the summary, of course, is just going to be a summary of your application. And at the end, you will get a, I think it's like a 9 or 10 digit number that they're going to, that's going to pop up on the screen. And what you need to do is you need to screenshot that and save it, because you need to be able to refer back to that number in case somebody happens to talk to you. Now, you know, there's always scammers out there, and the scammers going to probably pretend to be this person and that person. And in order for you to know if they're really talking about you or not, they need to be talking to you using that same code that you're going to get at the end of this summary right here. So just be careful when you're out there. Just to give you a little bit more information on this economic injury disaster loan, yes, you can get the $10,000 grant, but it can go up to $2 million. So you actually can get some additional money. Know that the rest of that money is not going to be given as a grant. Only 10,000 of it is, but I'm just letting you know that you can request more. There's no fee to apply. If you happen to go over the amount of the grant of the $10,000, there's going to be 3.75% interest for profit, and then 2.75% interest if you're a nonprofit. Let's see, what else do we have here? The eligibility, really, there isn't really anything to be eligible for. You just really have to make sure your credit is good and you fill out this application, and you make sure you meet the criteria of being the type of organization that they want to loan money to. You have to be in a declared disaster area. We are here, and if you're here in Florida, you are, so you don't have to worry about that. We're good on that. The approval time is actually very, very fast. They are supposed to get back to you in about 7 to 10 days to see if they need to do anything to follow up. And after that, really, it's just a wash. They're either going to approve you or disapprove you. And again, if you are disapproved for any reason, remember, if it's something that you feel that is explainable, you can ask to have your application reviewed. That is something that they definitely aren't going to tell you you can do, because of course they don't want you flooding their phone lines, but it is a case-by-case basis, and this is for business owners only. So I think there are going to be just a tad bit more lenient, especially with this coronavirus situation going on. But anyway, I hope I helped you guys walk through this disaster loan assistance. Go and claim your $10,000 grant-free money if you're a business owner. All they can do is tell you no, and you've only wasted just a couple minutes of your time. So thank you for watching this video, and like, subscribe, and share. Bye.